Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys.
Yo, Mud.
Every week, those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just
It just feels so much better when you in here, man.
They lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Pena. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And the Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Demon Deacons offense will go to work for the first time today. They're trying to seal the edge off right tackle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Demon Deacons are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the catch. It's Claiborne. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a great lesson for young quarterbacks out there. You don't have to force every football deep down the field. I know it's third and long, and that play definitely is designated to go to a wide receiver somewhere, but hey, check it down to your running backs. These guys are great athletes, and they can make good things happen when you give them the ball in space.
Let's see what they've got on second down.
Come on, set!
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. They just keep firing. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Back to pass. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Using the quick game. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. There's a flag on the field, and I think we're going to get another shot at this, and the kicker will be a little bit closer this time. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now.
Okay, ready?
They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Fires left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Fires to the right. Makes a connection.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Pena. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Powers through the defender. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where he can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
He's got him. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Turning on the Jets. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Throwing right. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Takes it inside. The ball pops out on the return. Grabbed by the kicking team.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
and he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Finds his man. The Nittany Lions will keep this drive going. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Back to throw, it's Allard. He'll take a shot. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24.
Here we go, set.
Give to the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got the first down and still on his feet. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Mays. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. They're looking to throw on second and short. Grab near the marker, it's Mays. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Allegacy Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He put some heat on that one down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Penn State! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guy.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Hauled down inside the 5, at the 4 after the pick. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Great starting point. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive.
Here we go.
Rides to back and leaves it. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the 2nd half to throw any completions.
Snagged in the middle. It's Mays. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Let's go. Let's go.
Wants to throw again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hernandez. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'd be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it, and you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
That's caught. It's Mays. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
There he goes. Touchdown, Demon Deeks. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. To the air, it's Aller. Caught over the middle, it's Pena. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Now, Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Colton Ecke, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
Catch in the middle, it's Ross. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a crease, it's Singleton. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Dinkins. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Scanning the field, it's Aller. Throws to the wideout. And just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They're dealing with a second and long.
42 Spider.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Takes a hit as he fires. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Fires on the run. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Demon Deacons come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Third down play from the gun. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on fourth down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field.
Flip it.
On the move. Plows through the defense.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Nittany Lions line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Aller. Shoots it to the left. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You
hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Got it.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Catch in the middle, it's Pena. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Okay, ready?
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field.
Cobra.
Leaves it with the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Fights off a defender. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
And big-time play by this defensive line, setting the line of scrimmage, getting the stop, forcing the 4th down. Now, I think I got a pretty good idea, Palmer, that, well, if you're calling plays, if I'm calling plays, well, really, if anybody's calling plays, I'm thinking green light.
Yeah, so let's see if the defensive line can do it again. You just saw it on that last play. Can they bow up one more time, make a game-changing and a momentum-changing type play to give the football back to their offense?
And the Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Trying to slam in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. They'll move the tight end. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his man, it's Hernandez. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Claiborne. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Looking for a man. It's Aller. Rushes on him. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Nittany Lions look to do some damage in the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. Plucks it out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. With the clock running, this should be the final play. He'll do it himself on the draw. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads